Hey guys, Keesha here, and today's video is going to be a get ready with me chit chat video. If you guys love the way my makeup turned out, then please stay tuned for the entire video. But before we go ahead and start, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment because I love interacting and engaging with you guys, and subscribe if you have not already. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, you guys, so you know your girl always has mild OCD whenever I'm doing these get ready with me chit chat videos. For one, I gotta give this disclaimer. I am not a makeup guru. I've never claimed to be a makeup guru. If you're watching this video in hopes of becoming a makeup guru, this is the wrong one for you. This is just me and my own technique, things I picked up over the years. I have progressed a lot, but I'm still not a makeup guru. So just look at some of my tips, my products, and things like that, and just enjoy this conversation. Hopefully I don't ramble too much because you know your girl can also do that. But first things first, I already washed my face, toned my skin, and now I'm about to apply my superfood air whip, as well as if y'all hear this little beat thing going off in the background, I don't know what it is. I called maintenance and told them to come up within an hour so that they can fix whatever it is. I thought it was the smoke detector, but I just went out there and it's flashing green. So I don't know what the noise is going around this house, but they'll be here as soon as I'm done filming this video. So anyways, y'all, I hope you guys have been enjoying. Y'all hear Jai talk about yay Jori. So you guys, I have this Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream by Youth. To the people, I absolutely love this, y'all. This is like amazing for moisturizing your skin. I used to have really oily skin. Now I feel like I'm more natural, and I've been, not natural, normal. I'm like way more normal to dry, if anything, than oily. I don't have any oil issues. For the most part, even when I wear my makeup for a long period of time, I'm not having to blot as much throughout the day. Actually, I haven't blotted in a long time, so I really feel like I don't have oily skin anymore. So I have had to change up my products with the change of my skin. Now that my skin is moisturized, the next thing I'm gonna do is, first of all, before I forget, because I keep forgetting, I just bought this clear brow gel by Anastasia. I love it, you guys. And all I'm gonna do is set my brows before I start to fill them in. I do need to get a wax or a thread, whatever. Y'all, that beep is like annoying the crap out of me. But yeah, so I do need to get a thread or a wax soon. So I'll probably go sometime this week to do that. So you guys, I've also changed out my brow colors because I noticed like whenever I get my makeup professionally done, they always go for a lighter shade and looks really, really good. But I always have had the darker pencils for some reason. So I decided to go ahead and switch it up. So now I'm using the chocolate. Before, in all my other videos or whenever y'all saw me wear makeup, I was using the dark brown. So yeah, so I'm gonna let this dry out just a little bit. And I hope you guys have been enjoying, well, I don't want to say break from my channel because I know it's kind of been inconsistent with everything that has transpired and all the crazy stuff that has happened. I am still handling things behind the scenes, but overall, your girl is in much better spirits. And I always try to find a positive in things. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So sometimes when things first happen to you and it's negative or bad, you always like, why me? Why me? Why do I have to deal with this? And you always go into, feeling really, really bad. And I'm not gonna lie, but I even told you guys when I was doing my podcast that I have kind of been a little disconnected with, hold on y'all, because your girl don't want to mess this up. So I'm gonna just go ahead and fill in my brows with this pencil first. And yeah, so you guys, I know y'all probably are wondering like what's going on my channel because I have been so inconsistent. I told you guys that I was not going to be daily vlogging. If you all listened to the podcast that I had with Posh last week, I told you guys there that I had permanently decided that daily vlogging was just not for me and my family anymore, just simply because when I thought about it, like I told y'all there, I had a conversation with one of my friends, and they were like putting things in perspective for me that ever since I started my YouTube channel, because y'all know Vlogmas was December. I started my YouTube channel in July of the year. I started 2015, I believe. And from the first time I started up until this point, like I have been pretty much vlogging every single day, like almost every single day for 5, 6, 7 years. And that is a lot. That is a lot of public opinion. That is a lot of scrutiny. That is a lot of unnecessary and unsolicited opinions, advice, and all these different things. And you know, I'm just like, I'm at the point in my life where I'm a mother, and first and foremost, my priority are my children. And when you start to realize that certain things are compromising your happiness and your safety of your family, especially your kids, like you just gotta say, is it really worth doing? And like I said, for me, I just had decided that it's not worth it for me. It's not worth my peace of mind. Like, it's not worth me feeling like, even though there's so many people who love us, so many people who give positive energy and feedback to y'all, this thing is going to kill me. And I do not want to hear y'all tell me in my comments that y'all was annoyed with this beeping. Cause the sun is about to go down, so I had to film before it got too dark in my room. So that's why I told them to wait. But anyways, what I was trying to say, yeah, I know that there's so much more positive stuff that goes on, but for me, when I start to have to limit certain things that I show because I'm so uncomfortable, and I have to be mindful about a lot of things, I gotta walk on eggshells about a lot of things, it's just like, okay, it's like there's no fun in what you're doing, so why put yourself in a position where you're not thoroughly enjoying what you're doing? And I'm an entrepreneur, so I work for myself. I don't really have to answer to anyone. Yes, I do have contracts with brands and things like that, but overall, like, I work for myself. So I'm like, self, you know, like, you decide the narrative of this whole thing. Like, you don't have to script yourself or your family into unhappiness or, like I said, being unsafe. And like, even just the fact that I couldn't really share the experience of Jori with her helmet, like, I really wanted to share that with you guys. A lot of other people shared that. Like, I just feel like the fact that I felt like I wasn't getting the support and encouragement from my audience, whereas when I went to other people's platforms, like, their audience was like, it's okay, like, my auntie, my cousin, my grandma, or whatever, whoever went through this, like, you got it, they're gonna be okay. But it's like, in my comments, like, seeing like all the negative scrutiny, like, oh, you're such a bad person, you did this to your child, like, I'm like, okay, hold up now, like, what's going on here? So that's why I had ultimately decided, like, it's not worth putting my child into the spotlight that they didn't even ask for when they're so innocent and they're like babies, they're harmless, and I'm not subjecting my kids to that anymore. Hold on. But yeah, so I just noticed, I'm like, yeah, like, I don't want to have to do that. And then, like, behind the scenes and a lot of other things I haven't showed you guys. One thing in particular, I have opened up my platform. So this is the chocolate from the dip. So this is how it looks in comparison. I want to show y'all the dark brown. Let me show y'all the dark. No, y'all don't even care. So yeah, this is just how it looks. It's a lot lighter than the dark brown. And I like it. But anyway, so like I was saying, behind the scenes, there are a lot of other things that I've omitted from sharing or even talking or discussing on my platform. One thing in which is Journey, in her speech therapy. She does have a speech therapist, and she's been seeing a speech therapist for a while now. I have not even openly, publicly talked about it because I feel like the negative comments that surround her are so disgusting. And I'm just like, yeah, we're like, as a parent, you always have to be mindful of the decisions that you make for your innocent children. Right now in their lives, me and their father make every single decision for them. Like, every single decision. There's not a decision that they make on their own. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I would hate to have made a decision that's gonna put my kids in a bad place later on in life. And just, you know, being a vlogger is something that I absolutely loved, and it was always fun and, you know, rewarding to look back at my life. I wish my parents were vloggers when I was a baby, and a lot of people say that to me too. Like, I wish I could have seen when my mom was carrying me, and, you know, my gender reveal and my baby shower and all those things. Like, I wish that those things existed, because now I'm going off of, you know, their memories and just trying to use my imagination to put myself there. Whereas my children are gonna be able to see almost every day for a period of time in their lives, when mommy was pregnant, when mommy, you know, like gave birth. Like, all of those things are so amazing. Like, even if you're not a vlogger, just even if you decided to just document those things in general, like, those things are so amazing to have to look back on. And that's why I vlog the way that I do, and include you guys in my journey. And I have so many videos on my channel where you guys can go back and look at my growth as a person, as I transition from college, becoming a young adult, becoming a boss, an entrepreneur. Like, I'm paving the way for a lot of, you know, young people who feel like it's impossible to come from, you know, where I come from, where nothing is handed to you, the obstacles that you endure. And, you know, just to see where I'm at now, a lot of people, they really resonate with me, because they're like, wow, Keesha did this. And I've seen her. I've seen this journey for her. I've seen this process for her. I've seen her become a mother. I've seen her become an entrepreneur and, you know, be successful in it. So that is really something that I wanted. That's something that I really wanted to continue to have those experiences to look back on. And it's kind of like, the longer I do it, the less happy I am doing it, because it's just like, when you now have to take in consideration of some people who weren't really raised with respect, you know. And, you know, I was always taught to respect my elders, as well as, you know, innocent kids and people in general. Like, just have respect in general, and other people may not, you know, understand that. And kids aren't off limits to everybody. Elders aren't off limits to everybody. And basic human decency is not, you know, that's just not something for everybody. So with that being said, that's why I kind of, like I said, made the decisions to just transition myself from doing daily vlogs. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna vlog at all, because I am. I'm just not gonna do it at the capacity that I was doing it before. And I know you guys understand and respect that. I just want my daughters to have as normal of a life as possible. And I know they love and are going to love even more when they get older and see, you know, oh, look, we're a YouTube family, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is so exciting, this is cool. But I gotta protect them from the negative parts of being a social media child. You know, I gotta protect them from that. And that is very hard. But yeah, like I said, the girls both have a teacher, which I vlog and share sometimes with you all. I think I vlogged it like maybe 2 or 3 times. But Journey also has a separate speech therapist that she does see weekly. And she's doing so good and making so much progress. I'm so proud of her. I've never vlogged. I've mentioned in the comments that she had a speech therapist to some people who may have asked. You know, some people who told me like they recommended it. One thing as a parent, I always see everything before the internet sees everything. So there's never a point where I'm oblivious as a parent to what's going on with my own children, because for one, having twins is, you know, it's a blessing and a curse, because, you know, they're always gonna have people comparing them to one another. So as parents, we never do that. We always, me and Jeremy always make sure that we give them separate identities so that they don't ever feel like they're in competition with one another, or they didn't receive the type of love that the other one got. So that's something that has been so important to us. And as they continue to grow and we see certain things, like we make sure we're tackling these things. So yeah, we do have a speech therapist for Journey, and she is doing really good. She's making so much progress. She just got her assessment a few days ago, and during her assessment, she got a really good report. So I was so proud. But the teacher did give us some recommendations for her moving forward. Which one of those things were? Because she's coherent, like she understands everything that Jiya understands. She just doesn't talk as much. But she knows exactly, like during the assessment, there's a certain amount of questions and directions and things that the teacher asks you to tell the child, because sometimes with kids, they don't really want to do these types of things with strangers, so they let the parent do the assessment. And it was like she was doing the exact same thing, because I was asking the teacher, because Journie's speech classes are actually, Jiya is not a part of that at all. But I asked the teacher, I was like, hey, do you mind if I let Jiya come and be a part of this assessment, just so, you know, you can not compare, but just observe as a professional, and, you know, give us some recommendations for the both of them. And, you know, that's exactly what she did. And I'm so grateful that she allowed Jiya to come in, because she says she sees exactly what's going on as far as why Journey is more reserved with speaking. And it's mostly because she said that there's not much consequence when she doesn't speak, which I never really thought about, because as a parent, I mean, to each his own. Some people just decide that they spank or tap or whatever, timeout. The girls do get timeouts very rarely, but they do get timeouts. But, excuse me, not more so. We've never given a timeout for not like hitting a milestone, like, because in our brains are like, why would we, you know, punish our child for not? But the way the specialist explained in her assessment is that, you know, like if they're eating breakfast and then they're done and they turn around and we know like they want their cup, and we say cup, and then all they feel like, oh, I can just have a tantrum about it, when we know they know how to say cup, both the girls. And the way the teacher explained it is, when you give your child the item or the reward or whatever they're asking for without actually saying the word, it's kind of like conditioning them to believe like, well, I don't really have to say the word. You know, mommy, daddy is just gonna eventually give it to us. But I think for me, it was kind of like, well, how long do we stand there? Just like say cup, say cup, say cup. Like, do you stand there for 30 minutes until they finally say it? So we've been practicing that these last few days after the assessment. And amazingly enough, both of them have been really excited to say the word. And I've been patient. Like, I've been waiting. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but I've been really waiting, and I've seen a lot more progression. So, like I said, I won't ever be vlogging her speech therapy at any capacity or anything. I may give some updates throughout, like maybe like videos like this, because I know some people really do care in general. But just for the people who are, you know, negative and spiteful, I just would prefer not to have to vlog my daughter in her speech therapy class for people to try to make a mockery out of it, laugh. But, you know, I just wanted to open up and let y'all know what's going on. Like, I have no problem sharing any of the hiccups or, you know, things that go on. But sometimes as a parent, when you notice you trying to share and be transparent with your audience, and then it goes left field, then it's kind of hurtful for you, and then you got to kind of like back. But outside of that, you guys, the girls are doing so good. The girls are doing so good. So outside of that, you guys, the girls are doing so good. Jori is sitting up now. Oh my gosh, my big girl. I'm gonna insert a little video. She is sitting up, and she's 6 months, you guys. I'm so proud of her. She's rolling over, sitting up, holding her bottle. She's doing so good. As far as her helmet is concerned, she doesn't have to wear it. I have my Tatcha primer. This is oil free. I love this stuff. And just put this on right before I put my foundation on. The girls are like playing, so don't worry if y'all hear them in there. But yeah, Jori is just flourishing, you guys. And part of me thinks it's obviously because she has 2 big sisters, and they say your second child, in our case third, just grows, you know, faster or does things faster because they have an older sibling to look up to. And I definitely agree. Like, Jori is just so attentive, so alert. She says mama, bye-bye, and she says mama, bye-bye, she says dad, but she still hasn't said dad. So we're still waiting for her to say that. But I'm just like, so like, she eats, like, you guys, she eats so much. She eats so much. I'm like, Jori, like, it's just so funny to see the comparison of her versus the girls at this age, because the girls weren't even eating like 2 meals or 3 meals a day. She's eating definitely concrete 2 meals a day for sure. Sometimes she'll get a 3rd meal in there, and I'm like, wow, like she's just a really, really good eater. And then, like I said, the girls are making progression with their classes, as well as Journey's speech therapy. And we've kicked it up a notch. Now that they are, because you know their birthdays were originally March 4th. That's what their original due date was. They came 2.5 months early, so it's almost March 4th, which means they will officially be their actual age of 2. So within the last few days, we have actually transitioned them to a stricter schedule with learning, and like I'm whole teacher in this house, y'all. From the moment they wake up, they are like really limited. Make sure y'all can see. They're really limited with play. Well, it's not like I don't let them play, but they're definitely not as like that. We do way more reading, way more learning objectives that the teacher recommends. This is my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. I love this so much. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure, because sometimes this, trying to make sure it's not too bright and washed off. This little bead, I just really don't know what this is. Okay, hold up, Keesha, you going a little crazy now. I be putting too much on sometimes. Hold on, let me look back at it. Overall, they've kind of gotten the hang of it these last few days. I kind of chilled out for them today and let them have a little bit more playtime, but we've been really, really strict with learning and just making sure, like, I have these flashcards. Well, they already had some kind of regular learning cards, but I'm really utilizing everything possible to just ensure, like, when the girls start kindergarten, I just want them to just be soaring, like, as far as academics are concerned. And then, of course, molding them to be little ladies so that their behavior is also at an A. Like, I want them to have all A's across the board. But, yeah, so y'all let me know what's going on. If you all have any children who've had speech therapy, you all can give me some advice or some things that your speech therapist may have recommended. I'm definitely open to hearing some suggestions and things like that. Just keep it positive, keep it cute. But yeah, so my mental health is much better, y'all. I had anxiety through the roof when the whole the stalking and the harassment and all that was going through. Like, I had anxiety really bad when we first were getting, like, harassed. But not to mention, like, even before the situation happened, I was already getting some crazy stuff to my business phone and to my mom. People were calling my mom and saying stuff, and this was like weeks prior too. Okay guys, so I'm back now. But anyway, so I'm going in with my multi-use sculpting concealer. This is in Caramel from Too Faced. So yeah, I'm gonna go in. Yeah, just overall, like, I just had to take a step back and get myself together. But like I was saying in the beginning, I had to process, you know, everything that had been happening. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure my frontal is still blended. But yeah, I had to process everything that had been happening. And like I said, although this was a very horrific experience for anybody to have to deal with, overall, it taught me so many different lessons. Like, it was a lot of growing pains throughout this process, and I was able to assess, you know, a lot of my own personal life choices and just different things that I have going on and just where I want to be, like, just as a mother. Like, a lot of different things I had to, you know, take in consideration, and I had to make some life altering, you know, decisions. And it has definitely been really hard. A lot of tears, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worrying. I just feel like I said, I processed all of this and I tried to figure out like, what is God trying to show me through this experience? Like, what is he trying to tell me? Like, I started to pay attention to those people around me. I really paid attention to the people who have been here for me, uplifting me, there for me. And, you know, I've been taking mental notes of, you know, all of the support I have been getting from family, friends, as well as you guys. Like, I really, really appreciate each and every one of you all who have taken time out to send me some encouragement in any capacity, whether it have been a long, really thought out message or a few short sentences, a phone call, an email, a DM, like whatever. I've been trying to, you know, take a step back from social media altogether with like not looking at all my DMs. Just, I've been so much happier lately because I realized like I have a lot more things that are private, and that's good. Like, that's really good. Like, I don't, even though you guys only see 25 minutes of my day, like you guys literally see this much of my day, but just being able to have a lot more privacy with things and deal with my personal life without having to say, okay, I still got to get a vlog out tomorrow, so let me hurry up and get this together real quick, put this out. We're kind of just gonna blot this in like so. And y'all can see, I feel like it's my light looking a little too bright. And I still have my concealer on my eyelid, if y'all can see. And then up here, all this is gonna come together, y'all, for the greater good. I gotta blend. But yeah, so like I was saying, like I'm just, you know, just having this time to really just process and, you know, get my life together. We all have times where we go through hardships in our lives, but sometimes it's not what you're going through, it's how you get through it. And, you know, deciding whether or not you're gonna let it knock you down completely or use it for a reason to get back up and rebuild and be a better person from it. And as hard as it was for me to even, because, you know, at first I was at a point where I'm like, okay, I'm stopping YouTube. This is just, you know, I'm not going to subject my family, myself, to a life of this, like this type of chaos and madness. Like I'm just not, because, you know, everyone deserves peace. You have one life to live, and who wants to, if you can help it, like subject yourself to like stress and heartache unnecessarily. So I, you know, it was points where I was crying. I'm like, you know, I'm done telling all my, you know, loved ones and the people who really care about me. I'm telling them, like, I'm done with this. And then there were times where, you know, I prayed about it and I got back up and I'm like, you know, I can't let anybody knock me off of, you know, this platform, especially when I built this ground up. This wasn't handed to me. This wasn't, you know, something that, you know, just fell into my lap. This is something that I earned. This is something that I deserve. And within understanding that and giving my own self a pat on the back. So I've been trying this whole new concealer method thing. Bear with me, y'all. You know, just a lot of the things that I was originally looking forward to before, you know, things got crazy over here. I was like, you know, I'm still allowed to make mistakes, learn from my mistakes, and keep it pushing just like every other person in this world. So I can't let my mistakes break me, and I can't let other people's mistakes break me and deter me. I can't let what other people think about me. They're like, you know, naysayers. I can't let them, you know, consume. Y'all, I forgot to press record, but I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder and going on just the insides. And I'm still gonna let all of this set. I'm still trying to give myself like the perfect concealed contour nose. I just gotta keep practicing this whole contour business, y'all. This is the contour brush by Morphe that I've been using. And I need some new, y'all let me know some really good contour products to use. I've been using the MAC, y'all. I'm like almost at pan with almost everything, but I need to re-up or just change products altogether. So this is how it looks to like blend all of this. I'm trying to make sure y'all see it. I just take the edge of it, and then y'all see how that is. And then I take this edge, bring it all the way up there. Y'all see? And then I also contour right here. Bring a nice little line right there. Contour right here. But yeah, so like I was saying, don't ever let things that you go through break you apart to the point where you want to give up or you want to quit and not keep going with your purpose and your journey. Like you just can't, you all can't do that. And when you have children who are looking up to you and depending on you for all your decisions to be at their best interest, like you just have to be motivated and inspired by all adversity that you go through and deal with. And that's just on period. So now I have my Jacqueline Hill palettes. I have so many eyeshadow palettes, y'all. I gotta figure out where the rest of them, I think, oh, you scared me. I think some of them are in storage for the house. So y'all know I'm not doing nothing too fancy. Same old, just taking this and just putting it like that. Then I'm gonna take an actual stippling brush. I really did. No, this is tapered blending brush. Get like one of the darker shades. And just blend, blend, blend. Try to make sure, like I said, its brightness is not too bright. Put this in. I tried another color, y'all, the other day. I had like some green eyeshadow going on for one of my photo shoots that I did. Y'all see when the pictures come back out. Make sure you blend, 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 y'all. That's one thing I learned about eyeshadow. That's why I stayed away from it for so long, because that whole blending thing, whoo, takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of practice. And it's like building up and blending, building up and blending, building up and blending. But that's just all I'm gonna do, y'all. Y'all, I've been watching Judge Mathis like crazy. Like, I don't know what it is with these court shows, but y'all already know I was on paternity court, but then when COVID hit, they had stopped. And then I was watching the People's Court, and then I finally was like, let me tune in Judge Mathis and see what's going on. And y'all, when I tell y'all, there was one episode in particular, I sent this to all my friends. Like, I was in the middle of like crying anyways that day. I was like, I've been going through it, so I was crying, and I just ended up coming across the episode. When I tell you, I was just like, there's gonna be better days. Thank you, God. Like, I just needed this laugh. I'm gonna link it in the description box, so in case y'all want to check it out. If y'all going through something, you just need this laugh. Like, when I tell y'all, it was so, that was the funniest court show I've ever seen in my life. I could not breathe after watching it, but I'm gonna link it. Y'all go check it out and let me know in the comments. Come back to this video and let me know what y'all think about it. It was so freaking funny. It was so freaking funny. I'm also gonna take the same brush and put some of that like darker eyeshadow. This is not the right brush to do it, y'all. But that's why I let y'all know before I start that I'm not a beauty guru, so don't expect beauty guru stuff on my channel. It's coming out good, y'all. My actual contour palette, I do have this, y'all. And then, so it doesn't be washed out. But yeah, once again, I just want to say thank y'all for everybody who's been a part of this platform for as long as you have, or even if you just tuned in. I really appreciate my feedback from my video that I had just put out. What was it? How I edit my Instagram pictures. That was so fun. It took me 2 days to edit that, y'all, because content videos take much longer than vlogs, but I thoroughly did enjoy the process. I think I'm gonna go off the camera and do my go off camera and do my eyeliner and mascara, because I don't want to hold y'all up. I'm not even gonna play y'all. For now, I think I will be trying to vlog at least 2 to 3 times a week, since I won't be doing the daily vlogs, and then it'll give me time to re-up and get some real fun content, because usually, like I said, within my vlogs, I'm uploading like every day, so no one is going on an adventure every day, and no one is having like a blast every single day of their life, especially me, not me, because I work all day every day. Being an entrepreneur, I still run a business, I'm still doing marketing classes. Like, I'm so blessed because I'm at a point in my business, like in my career, that I don't have to promote as much as I did before, because I have so many returning customers, or I just have people who have recommended my services, like my marketing classes. A lot of people have been booking my marketing classes, and then as far as my hair company, I have so many returning customers. I don't even really have to promote. I will be getting Godlens. Godlens was in the process of being rebranded, like I told y'all, but I had to take a break from that because I had to deal with my personal life and then some other stuff that not bad stuff, it's good stuff that's going on. It's just taking so much time and like hours out of my day. So I'm like, okay, Godlens, you gotta go to the back burner right now. And then with my business phone, like I had to take a break with my business phone because all the harassment, like I'm not gonna look at that every single day. Luckily it had stopped. I don't get the calls, the text messages, the threats to my business phone, because that's the #1 source that people were going to say certain things to me, was my business phone. And this, like I said, this was taking place since last year, like the ending of last year, like maybe around like October-ish. So like I said, I had to start not even looking at my business phone as much, because I was tired of waking up and I was having literally 50-60 text messages every day, and I'm like, is this the same person like doing this? Like, I didn't know what was going on for a period of time. But we are back in stock with Godlens. I got all my frontals, all my closures, all HD back in stock. So if you guys are interested in getting a HD, then let me know, or don't let me know. Just go to the website. I have that in the description box and order. I've gotten so much positive feedback. Once I'm done relaunching my new website and the updates and stuff, I will start back posting the customer reviews, because I had to take it off because someone on the back end is kind of like working on my new website that I will be launching soon. So I had to take that off in the meantime. But I have been keeping all of you guys' reviews, all you all's messages. Please continue to send in your videos and your pictures. You can text it to my business phone. You can email it to godlens@gmail.com, because I'm keeping all that, you guys. And I will be posting on the Instagram you all's pictures, recommendations, and everything like that. But yeah, thank y'all so much for all that support, because, you know, like, it's just such a blessing to just, you know, have a really successful business and not have to worry about, you know, like, I gotta keep getting the word out, because people trust it. Like, most of my customers are repeat customers, and then my new ones, thank you, and you become a repeat customer. So anyways, y'all, let me go ahead. Okay guys, so this is how everything turned out after I styled my hair. I did go back in and add some of my highlight in my inner corners of my eye, and these are the lashes that I'm using. I got these from Target. I think they were like $13.99, $14.99. I absolutely love them. But if you guys love the video today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.